Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya Nur Syali Yasmin daripada kumpulan 3. Dalam video kali ini saya akan menemui ramah Cik Nur Syazwina ya. Okey, Cik Nur Syazwina, apa khabar?
Sihat.
Okey, nama penuh, kenalkan diri dulu. Nama, umur.
Okey, nama saya Nur Syazwina binti Suhaimi, umur saya 21 tahun.
Okey, saya akan menemui ramah lah Cik Nur Syazwina. Okey, Cik Nur Syazwina, apakah nama pekerjaan Cik Syazwina?
Kerani.
Di syarikat mana ya?
Di syarikat Hui Wallpaper and Carpet Installer.
Okey, dalam company tu Cik Syazwina ada memegang sebarang jawatan ke?
Saya ada memegang jawatan ketua kerani.
Okey, Cik Syazwina bekerja di bahagian mana? Maksudnya dalam pekerjaan Cik Syazwina tu, Cik Syazwina bekerja di bahagian apa?
Saya kerani di bahagian pengurusan data.
Oh, okey. Seterusnya kita beralih kepada pengenalan pekerjaan lah. Okey, boleh saya tahu tak di manakah letaknya lokasi kedai ataupun syarikat Cik Syazwina tu?
Di Sauki Johor Bahru.
Okey, bila Cik Syazwina mula bekerja di syarikat Cik Syazwina bekerja sekarang?
Saya start bekerja pada Jun 2019.
Oh, okey. Seterusnya, berapa ramaikah staff yang ada dalam company Cik Nur Syazwina bekerja sekarang ni?
Lebih kurang ada dalam 20 orang.
Oh, okey. Okey, kita akan beralih kepada soalan yang seterusnya, iaitu adakah Cik Syazwina bekerja sepenuh masa ataupun kontrak?
Saya bekerja sepenuh masa.
Okey, Cik Syazwina bekerja sepenuh masa. Jadi, seterusnya, apakah tujuan pekerjaan Cik Syazwina secara keseluruhan lah?
Tujuan kerja saya, company saya ni dia buat syarikat pasang vinyl. Jadi setiap customer yang ingin menempa vinyl, saya yang akan menguruskan segala data-data dia lah.
Oh, okey lah. Okey, kita ada macam Cik Syazwina bolehkan terangkan tak sedikit sebanyak ke tentang syarikat Cik Syazwina ni? Maksudnya selain pembuat vinyl tu apa lagi yang dia buat? Ke ada apa-apa perkhidmatan lain ke?
Okey, syarikat saya selain pemasangan vinyl flooring ni, dia ada pasang wallpaper dan juga karpet. Jadi dia untuk lebih kepada kecantikan untuk rumah lah.
Oh, kira macam interior designer lah, lebih macam tu lah. Okey, soalan seterusnya, apakah tugas dan tanggungjawab dalam jawatan Cik Nur Syazwina tu? Maksudnya tanggungjawab Cik Syazwina lah dalam pekerjaan Cik Syazwina tu.
Tanggungjawab saya kena memastikan segala customer yang telah menempa akan menerima khidmat kami dengan betul lah, supaya
tak ada salah faham lah.
Betul.
Okey. Macam Cik Syazwina boleh tak huraikan tugas mengikut bahagian lah, maksudnya ada ke tugas yang maksudnya hari ni je buat benda ni, maksudnya tugas harian, tugas berkala, tugas yang dilakukan pada waktu selang yang tak tetap. Maksudnya tugas tu tak dilakukan hari-hari pun. So maksudnya ada masa-masa yang tertentu je Cik Syazwina buat. Ada ke?
Ada. Kalau untuk menguruskan data hari-hari, kalau untuk sekali-sekala tu saya akan cek stok untuk vinyl, wallpaper lah.
Okey, itulah tugasan dia. Okey, kita beralih kepada soalan seterusnya. Adakah Encik Syazwina menjalankan tugas yang tak termasuk dalam skop pekerjaan Cik Syazwina? Maksudnya adakah Cik Syazwina kena buat tugasan lain lah daripada tugasan sebenar Cik Syazwina?
Ada. Kalau salah satu staff sales saya tak kerja, jadi saya terpaksa buat sale lah untuk gantikan dia.
Oh, okey. Okey Cik Nur Syazwina, kita beralih kepada soalan yang seterusnya lah. Bagaimana Cik Nur Syazwina dapat menentukan kejayaan dalam pekerjaan Cik Nur Syazwina itu sendiri?
Saya rasa kejayaan saya diukur apabila customer berpuas hati lah dengan servis company kami.
Oh, okey. Bukan kerja yang senang tu Cik Syazwina untuk menentukan kejayaan macam tu kan, nak puaskan hati customer. Okey. Seterusnya, adakah hasil kerja Cik Syazwina yang berjaya? Adakah ada yang gagal atau banyak je yang berjaya selain gagal? Ada yang pernah gagal ke?
Gagal tu pernah, tapi kebanyakannya semua berjaya lah. Gagal tu biasalah, kita tak dapat nak memuaskan hati pelanggan.
Betul, okey. Seterusnya, apakah rekod macam Cik Syazwina perlu ke menulis laporan untuk dihantar kepada orang atasan? Maksudnya siapalah ketua Cik Syazwina ke, perlu ke Cik Syazwina untuk menulis report?
Tak perlu, kerja saya tak perlu menulis report.
Okey. So Cik Syazwina tak ada lah untuk menulis laporan pekerjaan Cik Syazwina?
Tak ada.
Okey. Seterusnya, adakah Cik Syazwina mempunyai penyelia? Maksudnya ketua ketua
tidak.
bahagian ke tak lah?
Tidak.
Oh tidak. So kiranya Cik Syazwina ialah ketua bahagian kerja Cik Syazwina ni sendirilah?
Ya, betul.
Okey. Seterusnya, kalau Cik Syazwina mempunyai apa-apa masalah ke, soalan ke, siapakah Cik Syazwina akan rujuk?
Saya akan merujuk kepada saya punya bos terus.
Oh, bos terus lah. Okey. Adakah Encik Syazwina menerima arahan yang jelas dan sesuai dengan kerja Encik Syazwina? Maksudnya arahan daripada bos tu lah. Maksudnya jelas tak Encik Syazwina terima?
Jelas.
Jelas lah. Okey. Adakah Encik Syazwina sendiri boleh ke mengambil jenis tindakan bebas, iaitu macam contoh tanpa memberi tahu bos untuk membuat sesuatu perkara lah dalam pekerjaan Cik Syazwina tu? Boleh ke?
Kalau perkara yang perkara kecil bolehlah, kalau perkara besar kena bagi tahu saya punya bos lah.
Boleh tak jelaskan apakah tu perkara kecil dan perkara besar lah?
Contoh kalau customer minta diskaun, saya boleh tak payah tanya bos saya terus boleh bagi diskaun ke apa ke. Kalau contoh macam customer saya nak kena tukar tarikh pemasangan, itu saya kena bagi tahu bos saya lah. Betul.
Okey, kita beralih kepada soalan seterusnya. Soalan seterusnya ni mungkin sensitivity sikit kot, tapi saya tak tahulah. Tapi Cik Syazwina berhaklah untuk menjawab ataupun tidak soalan saya ni kan. Okey, adakah Cik Syazwina mendapat gaji secara bulanan, mingguan ke, harian ke?
Saya mendapat gaji secara bulanan.
Okey, berapakah purata gaji Cik Syazwina sekarang?
Rata gaji saya 18.
Oh, 1,800 lah. Okey. Adakah perubahan gaji tu berlaku? Maksudnya gaji tu ada perubahan berlaku tak sejak dari first Cik Syazwina kerja sampai sekarang?
Ada, selepas pengesahan kerja saya dinaikkan gaji lah.
Oh, okey. Syarikat Cik Syazwina ada memberikan jenis faedah lain tak, seperti annual leave, MC, bonus ke, pelbagai allowance makan ke, ada ke?
Ada.
Apa jenis faedah ya Cik Syazwina?
Annual leave, lepas tu bonus, lepas tu commission.
Itulah, macam allowance makan, allowance tempat tinggal tak ada lah.
Tak ada.
Okey, seterusnya kita beralih kepada segmen pengetahuan ya Cik Syazwina.
Okey, boleh.
Adakah untuk pekerjaan Cik Syazwina ni pengetahuan khas yang diperlukan untuk jawatan Cik Syazwina ni?
Tiada pengetahuan khas lah, cuma boleh pakai komputer tu okey lah.
Oh, okey lah. Apakah tahap pendidikan yang diperlukan untuk jawatan Cik Syazwina tu? SPM lah sekurang-kurangnya. Okey. Bolehkah Cik Syazwina menentukan masa latihan yang diperlukan untuk mencapai kecekapan dan dalam pekerjaan lah? Maksudnya Cik Syazwina tu sendiri boleh menentukan masa yang tepat untuk mencapai kecekapan dalam kerja Cik Syazwina tu. Maksudnya dalam berapa bulan Cik Syazwina mula bekerja baru Cik Syazwina cekap menguruskan jawatan Cik Syazwina lah.
Untuk saya faham keadaan company saya tu semua dalam lebih kurang sebulan baru saya rasa cekap lah untuk mengambilkan masalah.
Masa Cik Syazwina baru kerja tu, adakah Cik Syazwina dibimbing oleh siapa-siapa ke untuk tugasan Cik Syazwina lah?
Saya dibimbing oleh saya punya rakan sekerja dan bos saya lah.
Okey. Adakah macam untuk jawatan Cik Syazwina ni, apakah jenis lesen ke, perakunan ke yang diperlukan untuk jawatan ni ke macam tak ada?
Tak ada. Siapa je boleh.
Okey, tak ada. Adakah macam gaya penampilan penting untuk pekerjaan ataupun jawatan Cik Nur Syazwina ni sendiri?
Gaya penampilan tak penting, cuma yang penting kemas lah.
Kemas. Okey. Tahap pengalaman dan kemahiran apa yang diperlukan untuk bekerja dalam jawatan Cik Syazwina ni sendiri?
Tak ada pengalaman tak apa, yang penting ada kemahiran lah. Mengira, membaca tu semua basic lah.
Okey, basic lah. Okey, senaraikan sebarang kemahiran pekerjaan yang diperlukan untuk pekerjaan jawatan Cik Syazwina ni. Kemahiran apa yang maksudnya diperlukan? Maksudnya kemahiran menulis ke?
Kemahiran kena menulis, mengukur dan mengira.
Ketiga kemahiran tu penting lah untuk jawatan ni. Okey. Berapakah jumlah pengalaman yang diperlukan untuk melaksanakan tugasan Cik Syazwina ni? Ke macam mana?
Tak ada pengalaman pun tak apa, boleh diajar.
Kita boleh ajar dia lah. Okey. Apakah kemahiran membaca dan matematik ni, ilmu matematik ni penting ke dalam jawatan Cik Nur Syazwina ni?
Penting sebab kita berurusan dengan duit, so matematik tu sangat penting.
Yes, betul. Okey, apakah kebolehan fizikal yang diperlukan untuk jawatan Cik Syazwina ni? Mungkin daripada segi kekuatan, ketajaman penglihatan ke?
Kena kekuatan mental.
Kekuatan mental lah. Kenapa Cik Syazwina cakap macam tu?
Sebab kita bekerja dengan customer. Customernya ada banyak ragam. Jadi kita kena kuat lah untuk menyelesaikan masalah customer.
Okey, seterusnya, adakah kerja Cik Syazwina ni mempunyai jenis keadaan kerja yang berbahaya atau biasa je?
Tidak, biasa saja.
Tak bahaya lah. Okey. Adakah Encik Syazwina bekerja dengan pengangkutan sendiri ataupun menggunakan pengangkutan syarikat yang sediakan?
Saya menggunakan pengangkutan sendiri.
Okey. Seterusnya, ni merupakan bahagian yang terakhir dalam menemu ramah kita lah. Okey, adakah Encik Syazwina berpuas hati dengan tempat kerja Cik Syazwina sekarang ni? Maksudnya semua okey, gaji ke, faedah, jenis jenis maksudnya tugasan yang diberikan sesuai, puas hati ke tidak?
Saya berpuas hatilah dengan tempat kerja yang saya kerja sekarang.
Okey, adakah Cik Syazwina berjaya dalam persekitaran kerja berpasukan? Maksudnya Cik Syazwina rasa Cik Syazwina berjaya tak dalam bekerja berpasukan, ataupun Cik Syazwina tidak bekerja sebagai dalam berpasukan?
Saya bekerja secara pasukan kerana saya di office, saya menguruskan data, tapi ada tim saya yang lain yang pergi memasang vinyl. Jadi saya kena communicate dengan diorang lah.
Apakah risiko yang Cik Syazwina lalui semasa melakukan kerja ni? Ada apa-apa jenis risiko yang Cik Syazwina lalui tak?
Risiko tak ada.
Tak ada risiko lah, maksudnya selamat lah. Okey, sekian saja daripada saya, Nur Yasmin. Saya mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Cik Nur Syazwina sanggup meluangkan masa untuk ditemu ramah. Terima kasih Cik Nur Syazwina ya.
Selamat sejahtera. Hari ini saya akan interview Tuan untuk menjawab beberapa soalan job analysis yang grup kami akan buat. Okay. First of all, what is your full name?
Basically, my name is John. John, you can call me John.
Alright.
And I'm working at this one company as a production engineer in IMM Technology Sendirian Berhad.
Okay.
Formerly known as Ilgin Materials Malaysia.
Alright. Where do you study before?
Before this, after SPM, I got a scholarship from Malaysian government and I went to study in Korea in Konkuk University in Seoul.
And then when you go to university, you study at Hankook. which is located at Korea. It's South Korea.
Yeah. Yep, in South Korea, in Seoul.
Okay, what is your company names again?
My company name, we have two names actually. One is IMM Technology Sendirian Berhad,
I am
which is
I am
formerly known as, what is it? Iljin Materials Malaysia. ILJIN Materials Malaysia Sendirian Berhad.
what is your job title?
I am doing production engineer.
Okay, which department and division are you?
I'm actually working on production department in which it's manufacturing, but
Uh-huh.
this department mostly like I am the manager of the whole entire factory.
Where is the company located actually?
The company, you want to know the headquarters or do you want to know the Malaysian company? Which one?
In your company.
Oh, right now it's in Tapuan Jaya, Malaysia, Kuching.
Okay. Why do you choose this company?
Basically, the first thing why did I choose this company is because number one, I speak Korean.
And then,
It's a Korean company where I can use my Korean language.
mhm,
And first, because I really want to do engineering in production field. So in this company, they offer me production engineer, so I accepted everything.
when do you start working at the company?
Haha. I started working around 2 years and how many months? 2 years and 3 months before, in 2018.
How many employees in your company at your location?
Right now, we have about 300 to 400 employees in total.
Okay,
Right.
this is about the job purpose, and I would like to ask you about the essence of work in your position.
Mm-hmm. A production engineer, we control everything regarding production, the planning of what to produce, how to manage people, and how to produce high quality products according to every one of our SOP.
Do you work under contract or permanently?
I have just turned to become permanent 2 months ago. So yes, I'm working permanently right now.
What about your job duties? What are the main duties and responsibilities of your position?
Hmm.
Number one,
Number one, definitely managing all of our operators, like
managing.
what they want, managing operators. Yeah, like basically what they want, what they need, everything. We have to like try to manage them, and then how they work and everything. We are the ones who establish pretty much the rules and how they work. Number two, listening to whatever the customer wants, and that is when we work together with quality. Number three, manage the production plan.
Manage the
Production,
productions. For example,
production plan in which, for example, this month we have to ship out around 60 tons of our product. So we have to make sure that our factory are able to produce.
number four,
Yep. Number four, definitely, of course, trying to make sure at every standard operating procedures, which is SOP, is being followed accordingly. We have to tell our operators every single day they need to do this, they need to do that. We need to reduce defect if possible. I would say there's one more, that's number five.
okay,
Every single month there will be a target being given to us. So we have to manage how to reach the target, how many that we need to produce on a daily basis before we can actually go reach our goal. in a way, it's to reach the goal of the company.
And then number 6.
Okay. Number 6, basically we, how to say, try to make sure of the flow of the whole entire production. Okay. So make sure the flow of the production is okay. We do that by managing all of our operators, like listening to what they need, listening to what cannot do, and providing them with whatever that they needed in order to make all of the production process smooth.
Is there any responsibility or main duties you would like to list?
Outside of my job scope,
Anything. Is there
basically
any?
outside of my job, yeah, of course. Outside of my job scope, I handle, how to say, the production department stock. The second one that I handle is deciding how many workers that are needed in each department. So basically, no, yeah, exactly. Whenever each department needed more worker, I tell the HR to get more. So
And
the HR will recruit. Yeah.
one.
Well, last but not least, which is something that nobody will know. The we production engineer, we deal with customers every single day.
Deal with customer.
We deal with customer. The customer directly deal with our quality team, and then our quality team will tell us what do we need to prepare, what do we need to show to our customer.
Are you responsible for any confidential material? If so, describe how you handle it.
Oh, yes, I do. In production, we basically cannot tell anyone how our product is being produced. We
How
have
cannot
different
tell?
our SOP is different from other companies, and what we do is basically not every single day. We have that 1 month. Every month we will train our operators about our SOP, and at the same time we will make sure that they do not stray from the SOP. They must follow the SOP,
What
and
is
they shall not talk about it.
responsible for any confidential material beside the number 1?
That's another one. We're basically production. We know everything. we are production and quality are the only two departments that knows everything about the company, how everything is produced, how we keep everything, and that is basically confidential among only us.
Confidential among you are.
Quality and yeah.
Alright. And then, are you performing duties which is not presently included in your job description?
Yes.
Okay.
I am an engineer, I am a manager, and I am an HR.
Human resource.
Yeah. In which I am a manager, I have to know how to say. We have this department called production management. They are the ones who manage all of our production, how much we should do, how much we should not do. However, I am also directly doing that with them. I manage the production with the production management, and as an HR, every single how to say every 2 weeks we join
Resource.
where I
Manage the production and then
HR interview people.
manager production, how much to manage? How much to manage the production And then the other thing is you will be the human resource, which is manage the production, interviewing the people.
Yeah. Managing
Then,
like how many workers we need and everything. Yeah,
many
I'm among the people planning how much operator we need for each department.
operator. Okay. Is there any?
Mhm. Other than that, we do pretty much everything, including cleaning the whole entire factory. We do everything. We mop, we sweep floors, we wipe. I don't know, wipe anything that's really not clean. We teach people how to do their job. Basically everything.
Did you experience a change of duties? It shows that how much the task changed from the start until now.
Oh yes, yes. The beginning, I was actually doing more of like mm, keeping our how to say amenities, our essentials enough.
Keeping the what?
From that, essentials enough for every one of our operators. Yep, that's the first one. And afterwards, I moved on to become the person who manages everyone. Every
Manage.
operators will have to contact me if they have any problem, if they needed to do overtime and everything. The boss, they will ask me everything about our operator. Second is I become the manager of all of the operators. Yeah.
Is there any?
Other stuff. Now, basically, starting from 2 months ago, I was made into, how to say, an employee directly below my boss. So now I have people under me, so I have to keep them, I would say, organized. Now I have like, how to say, 3 people under me. Basically, I became the first filter for the decision making. After the first filter, it's all, I would say, I have to tell my boss like how do we proceed, and if my boss agree, then we proceed with my idea. Otherwise, everything will be up to my boss.
Okay.
Basically, the first filter of all of decision making.
Number two.
Number two, anything independent will be like pretty much when I go to the factory, people will always ask for my opinion on anything. And most of the time, I will make my own decision by thinking about how it will affect the production. Basically, making decision on how to move on with the production.
What about the job criteria? How would you define success in your work?
Hmm. In production, the only way to define success is by looking at the production rate, the yield the company produces.
Production way by
Yeah, by looking at the yield, how many percentage?
describe the successful completion or the end of the result of the job. Your successful
First,
completion.
successful completion is basically when every one of the operator follows our SOP
Everyone is
and
follow the S.
follow our SOP and shipment goes smoothly and the yield the target is reached for the month. The quality is important.
I know, all right. And then we're going to the record and report. What is records or report you prepare as part of your job?
My job requires a lot of report, pretty much a lot of report because production production department is the department that handles from zero, from the start of the product until the end of the product. We handle from the 0%. And in each process, we have to report everything, like how I say how as the amount in my department we a lot of numbers, like how much chemical is being added, how much of this is being added, how it affects the whole entire product, right? And afterwards, how much are the things being used to make our actual product, and from that, how much from the actual product is actually being shipped. We have to handle defect, manufacturing, as I said, manufacturing amount.
Let's do the who do you have to send this report?
Definitely our general manager.
And what kinds of question or problem would you ordinarily refer to your supervisor?
Mostly on decision making. Our general manager has been working for the company for 15 years. So, 16 years. So he basically has more experience compared to me. So each time when I have to make a very important decision, I will have to consult him first. If he agrees, then yes, we go. If he doesn't agree, then I will ask him how to do it. Then he will explain, and then we will make a decision. Basically, decision making.
What is the important decision making example?
Oh, a lot. Most of it are like, okay, so we're dealing with a product that is okay, but it is not okay. If you get
Right. Okay. Do you receive clear and consistent about the instructions with your job description?
yes,
Right. Do everything.
yeah,
All right. We talk about compensation. Do you get the payment bi-weekly or monthly?
it's a monthly payment, like monthly.
All right. Do you have OT overtime?
Oh yes, as far as you know, I have OT every single day.
Okay. How much is your currently average salary?
That one I can talk to you. Like, so I came into the company receiving 2,500.
Do you have specific job aid that are needed for this position?
For this position, the only thing needed is for that person to be open, open to
Open-minded?
learn everything. Yeah,
Ah,
open-minded. Those three things are the most important for me. It's because every day we deal with everything new. There's nothing that you will not do the same job every day. You will meet everything new. You will have to find something new every single day. You have to adapt. You have to be strong, and as usual, you have to be open-minded. Otherwise, you cannot do it.
all right. Any other else? Hardworking. Should be.
Hard, hardworking, yes, but hardworking is like the second one. Like, once you are open-minded enough, you are able to adapt. Then the next thing you know, you're very hardworking, and you will do everything okay.
And then number 4.
Number four, I would say to have a really, I would say, strong mind. There will be times when you have to fight with someone and you have to win.
What level education is required for your position? Number 1.
Interesting. None. Everything. None.
Can you specify training time needed to arrive at level of competence on the job?
Oh Lord.
No.
The training time. Very fast.
Very fast. All right. Okay, what type of certifications of licensing is required for your job? The position.
For this job, I would say the most important thing is the number one, any certification item, but basic communication skill, very important. It's the most important thing ever. Mhm.
Okay, let's move on the skills and experience. Is there any appearance requirements in the company? Formal way.
Where should
Appearance. Is the shoes or
no.
not? No. Okay.
Our company is really interesting. In interview, we can use like round neck. We can use jeep. Yeah,
Informal and formal.
yeah.
Is there any job skill? No.
Probably that was I guess.
Alright. Indicates the amount of experience needed to perform the job.
Amount of experience. It takes willpower. It takes determination, and it takes how to say rational mind to do very well in this job. In this job, if you are very skilled, like you can play with machine, but you don't know how to handle the machine expertly, you do not know how to work.
What is the functional reading and math skills you have?
Math skill. Uh, Production engineer, right? You have to deal with uh, not everyone. For me, right now, I'm dealing with factory building. So yeah,
Manufacturing building?
factory building.
Factory building.
Yeah. So even if I have never ever studied architecture, I have to know how to do architecture. I have to know. So basically, mathematical skills are important.
Working instruments. Describe briefly
Work.
what machines, tools, equipment, or work as the incumbent works with on a regular basis.
Uh, I cannot say anything. It's quite classified to say our machine. But here's the thing: I work with machine on a daily basis. So we have three three departments. Each have different machines, and yes, every day I work with those. It requires a lot of technical and precision. So you have to know what you're doing. So that's all I can say.
All right. Let's talk about health and safety. Wait, still a long way to go. What is the safety conditions really related to this position?
Hmm. Okay, so basically, our factory is very dangerous, where we work with chemicals in every department. So number one, safety first. You have to use gloves. You have to use like safety helmet and everything in our first one. The first environment is very hot. So in the first environment, you have to use harness because you are walking around 8 meters deep tank.
Hardness?
Safety harness. Tali keselamatan.
Wait. Tali keselamatan.
Yeah, safety harness. HARNESS. Like this.
Later I'll define it.
Yeah, because the environment, like you easily fall down if you are not that careful. Yeah. So another environment we have is where you work with everything above 1,000 kilogram, which is 1 ton.
Sorry?
So another environment is where you have to work with heavy things. Like the product is very heavy and you have to move product. Mm. And moving the product, we use crane.
Rain.
Crane. So operating the crane would need, how to say, would need a certain level of safety. Like you cannot just move the crane anyhow you like. You have to be very careful, otherwise the product can fall under you. I know that. So that's the second one. The third one is where we deal with arrangement.
Arrangement.
Wrong arrangement means the
How do we say the vehicle?
hmm?
No, the crane. Okay, let's move on. Another question. Does your work present any types of hazardous or unusual working conditions?
Unusual working condition. Oh yes, we do. Uh, our working condition. Oh my God, I can say number one.
All
The
right.
moment when you step into production, you will sweat. It is very hot.
What?
Yeah, and if you will sweat because very hot. And then if you don't wear mask, you have to wear mask. If you don't wear mask, you will get suffocated because it's that toxic.
Wear mask.
Mm. That's the first one. You have to wear safety goggles. If you don't wear safety goggles, the chemical can fall into your eyes.
Safety.
Very
Google.
goggles. Yeah, Google. Cover all. Everything has to be covered.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's move on another question. Are you going to work with your own transportation or the company provided for you?
My own transportation.
Okay. What are the risks you have gone through while you're working with this work?
An accident, I might say that the risk I have taken is decision because every wrong decision making, every wrong decision, yeah, you will get the customer will complain. Every complaint means that your company is not doing well. So yeah, mostly it's about the decision making.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you have the benefit of job like sick leave, medical health benefits, paid vacation, annual leave, dental benefits, employee discount, free or reduced meal? If yes, which benefits you have?
Our company we have meal benefit, the petrol, accommodation benefit, language if you know Korean,
Language.
and yeah, interpretation if you are able to translate documents,
Ah,
and basically language.
the
Uh, that's it, I guess. For medical, our company will pay everything for you if you are injured inside the company.
company
Otherwise,
will
company insurance, I guess.
company insurance,
Uh,
meal benefits, accommodation, language, company insurance, and
hmm, nothing else.
nothing else.
Petrol.
All right. Working conditions. Describe your working conditions right now.
Oh my God. Working condition. Number one,
All
working
right.
is in a Korean company. Korean company is very army based, military. So every day you will have people screaming at each other.
What?
Wow. The boss are The boss are always screaming.
Screaming. Very telly with everything.
Yeah, they're like scream here, scream there, like jerit here, jerit there, like why you not do that? Why you don't do that? Why you don't do that? Like that. They're very direct.
If not doing well.
The second one, I would say everything has to be done very fast. Just like, oh my god, everything has to be done very fast, and you have to meet ridiculous deadlines.
Are you satisfied about the job accommodations?
One can say that I'm satisfied, but I am very, very tired of my because every day I have to wake up early and then I have to go back very late. Yeah, so being the leader of all of the being the leader, it means that you have to work more. So it started to become hard once I was promoted to become the leader. Yeah. But anyway, I'm very satisfied with my job. It's like everything that I wanted to do.
Satisfied. I just say this one, right? Satisfied.
Uh,
Do you thrive in a teamwork environment?
mhm. My team. Okay. So there's two different situations. Number one, there's me and my boss, and there's me and my team. Me and my boss, we I'll say we don't really communicate that well. So basically, that make me an independent person. So I have to make sure that my team is okay. That the environment is right. Number one, lacking of communication, and number two, team building kind of environment.
Team building environment.
Right.
With there's no question anymore. Thank you for your spend day with me, and I hope we can see each other after this. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all right.